So you're my husband's brother's wife, right? Man, it feels weird to say that. Like, that makes us practically nothing, right? But anyway, this is Annie's number, isn't it? Can I ask who this is? I'm Jerry's wife, Cindy. Oh, Cindy. I remember you now. Yeah, that's right. I'm Joey's wife, Annie. I'm trying to think. The last time we saw each other was your wedding, wasn't it? It's been far too long. Yeah, sure. Sorry to message you out of the blue. Anyway, Jerry and I decided we were going to come and stay with his folks for a few days this weekend. You and your husband Joey are living in his parents' house, aren't you? That's right. A while back, his parents got in a car accident, which left them both injured. We've been living with them ever since to help them out with taking care of the house, cooking meals, that sort of thing. Oh, are you? Okay, then you'll need to get one of the rooms ready for us to stay in. And one more thing, I want you to get some good food for us. And I mean good food, okay? Oh, really? Oh, that's a bummer. I was planning on making bad food, so you'll just have to deal with that. Are you serious right now? You're gonna make bad food for us on purpose? It was a joke, Cindy. I'm sorry, I guess my brand of humor is a bit too dry for you. You call that humor? Ugh. Anyway, your poor attempt at a joke aside, your older brother and his wife are coming to stay with you. And remember, that house is not yours. It's my husband's parents'. They're allowing you to live there. That means you need to work overtime to ensure that we are comfortable and satisfied. Think about it this way. This is a test for whether or not you're worthy of being a member of this family. It's a test? Uh-oh, I never got very good grades in school. That doesn't surprise me at all, honestly. No, that was... Oh, forget it. Well, this is a far more important test than any you've ever taken before in your life. You should be thanking me for deigning to tell you about it. It's up to you to prepare some of the best food we've ever seen. Anything less than that, and it'll be like throwing mud on the family's name. Do I make myself clear? Yeah, sure, Cindy. I'll do my best. Hi there, Jerry. How are you doing these days?
Annie, it's great to hear from you. We're doing fine, no complaints here. How about you? I know it must be hard for you and Joey to take care of our parents all the time. I really appreciate everything you do for us.
Oh, it's no trouble, really. By the way, I just got a message from Cindy. I guess you guys are planning on staying here for a few days this weekend?
Yeah, that's right. I was planning on letting you guys know later on today. I hope it's not going to be too much trouble since I'm sure you guys already have your hands full. I'm actually really looking forward to getting out of the house and having some company. To tell the truth, it's been kind of difficult adjusting to living with Cindy.
It won't be any trouble at all. You're more than welcome. And I totally understand about you and Cindy. You guys haven't been married all that long, and living with another person 24/7 takes some time to get adjusted to. That's why I thought I'd dust off my chef's cap and whip up something just like I did in the good old days. That'll be just the thing we need to help us all come closer as a family.
No way! Are you serious? You're actually gonna cook for us? Oh man, I don't know if I can afford that. How much do you need to make it worth your time?
For the family? Absolutely nothing.
No, I can't let you do this for free. I feel like at the bare minimum 10 Benjamins are in order.
Nonsense. I am serious. I don't need anything, okay? I'm doing it because I want to. So, do you have any requests? What are you in the mood for?
Good grief, somebody pinch me. I must be dreaming. All right, let's see. How about something Italian? That shouldn't be too much trouble.
Italian? Coming right up.
Man, I am so jealous of my brother and parents. They get to eat your cooking every day. I do most of the cooking for us, but I've kind of gotten tired of eating my own food.
Well, I'll prepare an Italian feast that will have your taste buds tingling all the way into the new year.
Stop! I can only get so excited before I have a stroke or something.
All right, well, I'll let you go now then. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Have you no shame? I told you to prepare some good food, not whatever pig slop this is. I mean, did you buy this from a convenience store or something? I feel like I'm gonna get food poisoning just by looking at this stuff. Excuse me? Did you just call my cooking pig slop? That's incredibly rude and uncalled for, Cindy. But not even half as rude as what you did with the food I worked all day to prepare. I thought you were taking it into the kitchen to serve it onto plates. But you threw it all into the garbage? You're apparently incapable of comprehending the English language, so this is the only way I could get through to you. I was clear about my expectations for you, and you failed miserably. The family's oldest son and his wife came home to your house to visit, you uncultured cretin. You should have gotten us a professionally catered dinner. I am talking lobster, caviar, and sushi. You know, the food that people who actually matter eat. I have never in my life met a woman as senseless and classless as you. It pains me to even call you a woman. I don't believe the way you're talking to me right now. I don't believe what an awful hostess you are. I didn't ask you to cook anything by yourself. Who would want to eat anything that your filthy hands have touched? I mean, what is this stuff anyway? Did you just buy canned pasta sauce from the store? That might be good enough for someone with a caveman's taste in food, but some of us have more discerning tastes. My God, when I think that my poor husband's parents and little brother have to put up with eating this every day, it brings a tear to my eye. Plus, the smell of your cooking is just awful. I might have to get out of here. I think I might go and pick up some fast food instead. I spent all morning and afternoon getting this dinner ready for you guys when you got here, just for you to throw it all away and insult me? You might be my brother-in-law's wife, but there is only so much a person can take. Oh yeah, and just what are you gonna do about it, huh? Don't you understand how low you rank around here? Your husband is the youngest son of the family, and you're living with his parents. That basically means you're nothing but a maid. Is that how you really feel? Duh. Honestly, I can't believe you actually agreed to move in with them. If Jerry told me I had to spend all my days babysitting his invalid parents, I think I'd divorce him on the spot. I see. Well, then in that case, allow me to save you the trouble of divorcing me. I'd rather die than stay married to a vile woman like you. Huh? What's with you all of a sudden? You're not my husband. Actually, I am. And I never want to see your face again. Wait a second. Jerry? Is that really you?
That's right. I saw Annie's face turn pale as a ghost while staring at her phone, so I knew something must have been up. And knowing you, chances were that you were involved somehow, so I took the liberty of looking at the screen over her shoulder. I am so disappointed in you, Cindy. Ever since we got married, you've gradually let more and more of your true personality show, and I do not like what I'm seeing. Frankly, I don't think I'm going to be able to put up with you for the rest of the week, much less the rest of our lives.
Jerry, you are way overreacting to this. I mean, it's not like I'm the only one at fault here. Annie shares just as much of the blame as I do. Just look at the garbage food she tried to serve us. I have never felt so insulted in my life as when she put that stuff on the table. We came all the way out here to visit them, and she thinks she can serve us run-of-the-mill supermarket slop?
That run-of-the-mill supermarket slop was made by one of the most prominent chefs in the local food scene.
It was? Who?
Annie!
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. She's a professional chef who runs multiple high-end restaurants in the city. She got her start working as the chef of a 5-star restaurant I used to go to back when I was younger. She gradually worked her way up to where now she's the one overseeing the entire chain.
No way.
And since she's moved up to management, she's not cooking anywhere near as much as she used to. Today was supposed to be the first time I tasted her world-class cooking in years. But then you had to come along and ruin it. Not only did you insult her cooking, you threw it away? What's wrong with you? Your atrocious behavior is so infuriating, it's almost comical.
Jerry, wait, I had no idea she was such an amazing chef. I didn't know anything about her history until you told me just now.
To be honest, that's not even the biggest issue for me. You took something that she had worked all day to make for us and threw it in the trash. It wouldn't matter if she was a world-class chef or the worst cook in the world. You don't do that to someone. And since I see that you have absolutely no remorse for what you did, I don't think I can be with you anymore. I'm sick and tired of your stuck-up personality.
Please, Jerry, don't say that. Look, I can admit that I was a bit harsh on her, but I was thinking about you. We're the ones who were coming to visit them, so shouldn't she fix food that you and I like? We're both big seafood fans, aren't we? We've always gone out to that fancy sushi restaurant downtown for our anniversaries, and you always make me stuffed lobster on my birthday. She knew that, so she could have at least had some kind of seafood delivered to the house.
You're joking, aren't you?
Is there a problem with seafood?
My little brother Joey has a major seafood allergy. He can't eat shellfish or anything else of the sort. And it's not just eating seafood that triggers his allergies. He can't even touch dishes or silverware that have come in contact with it. Don't you remember the first time you came to meet my parents? You suggested we all go out for sushi, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
And I know for a fact that I told you about Joey's allergies at the time. Not only that, I also told you that his wife was a chef that day. Did you really forget all of that?
I guess I did.
Yeah, I expected no less. You don't think about anyone but yourself, and I'm done dealing with you.
Jerry, no.
You said you want to go get some fast food? Be my guest. After you're done eating, don't even think about coming back here. I don't want you to come anywhere near my family's house ever again. You can find a hotel or something else in the area to stay at tonight. I'll contact you once I'm ready to talk about what happens next.
Jerry, don't go. Won't you at least listen to my side of the story?
I'm not interested. Goodbye.
Jerry, please. Hi, Cindy. Just letting you know I gave the luggage you left at the house to the people at the front desk. You can come down to pick it up whenever it's convenient for you. And with that, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. Annie, wait, don't leave yet. I'm coming downstairs right now. I've got a thing or two to say to you, and you're gonna hear me out. Actually, I'm not. Both my husband and Jerry have told me they don't want me to speak to you in person anymore. Also, my husband drove us here, and he helped me carry your luggage inside. For what it's worth, I think he's even angrier with you than Jerry is. Are you sure you want to come down here and face him? He may have a thing or two to say to you himself. This is so unreal. Why is everyone on your side? Well, Jerry profusely apologized to me the second he pushed you out the front door. And his parents seemed unpleased with what you did tonight as well, so yeah, I'd say you're right. Oh, and by the way, I actually made a lot of food today. There was still plenty left over that I hadn't put out on the table yet when you threw everything away. Everyone was able to eat their fill tonight, so you don't need to worry about us going hungry or anything. You also don't need to bother to come down here and apologize. It's neither needed nor wanted. I don't care about your dinner. All I care about is that your insensitivity just caused me the most humiliation I have ever suffered in my life. You're saying that I was the insensitive one tonight? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be more specific. Exactly what did I do that was insensitive? You didn't tell me anything that I needed to know. I had no idea that you were some kind of super chef or that Joey has bad allergies. If you had simply told me the truth, none of this would have happened. You see, if you hadn't hidden a lot of crucial information from me, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now. So I think it's clear to any reasonable person that none of this is my fault. So let me get this right. You're saying that if I weren't a super chef but was just an ordinary housewife, and if my husband Joey didn't have severe food allergies, then you could have thrown away all the food that I cooked and demanded I order a bunch of expensive food for you? And that would have all just been hunky-dory, is that right? That's not what I'm saying. It kind of is, though. The thing is, Cindy, I've been kind of uncomfortable with your behavior for some time now. What? You got a problem with me? Originally, you and Jerry were the ones living together with his parents in their family's house. But then the two of them got into a car crash, leaving them with some substantial injuries. They could still make do by themselves, but there were a lot of things they would need help with. And it was around that time that you started saying that you wanted to move out of the house, isn't that right? Yeah, and what of it? I got a job at a company out of the state. I had to move. And after we moved out, you guys moved in, right? So what's the problem? You're all doing fine, aren't you? Yes, we're doing quite well, thank you. Jerry even comes down here by himself on weekends to visit with us. I'm enjoying having my in-laws company too. Okay, then why are you bringing this up? What are you trying to say? I was just thinking about something you said to me earlier. If Jerry told me I had to spend all my days babysitting his invalid parents, I think I'd divorce him on the spot. Do you remember saying that? It was only a few hours ago. Well, yeah. Jerry was telling me that back when you guys lived here, you barely ever did any of the housework. You always pushed it all off onto his mother. And you say that you got a job out of state, but there are plenty of companies in your industry that are much closer. Many of them pay better than the place you applied to as well. That seems odd to me. Yeah, well, no one asked you. Seriously, what's your problem? So I don't want to cook and clean and all that boring stuff. That's no business of yours. And what woman in their right mind would want to live with their mother-in-law breathing down their neck? Why do you always seem like you're having such a good time playing house with a bunch of geezers? It ticks me off just looking at you. Is that why you were treating me so poorly while you were here? That's awfully childish of you. You're the one who's name-calling. Geez, I didn't know you had such an awful personality. Well, I mean, I'm no saint. I'm actually quite upset at what you did to me. Jerry, Joey, and their parents are all incredibly warm, kind-hearted people. The reason I seem so happy all the time is that I genuinely enjoy their company. But I think that between the two of us, seeing how you abandoned Jerry's parents in their time of need and pressured Jerry to do the same, I'd say that demonstrates pretty well that you're the one with a far worse personality. No, it doesn't. Is that really all you have to say? Nuh-uh. I guess that's not surprising. It's hard to come up with a good comeback to the plain and simple truth. Leave me alone! Gladly. Oh, and I'll be showing this entire conversation to Jerry when I see him later. What? Is it that big of a deal? He already read our earlier text exchange. Yeah, but that was before Before you admitted that you pressured him to move out because you didn't want to do any housework and take care of his parents? Yeah, I'll bet you wouldn't want him to see that. But he's going to anyway. Wait, stop. Please don't do this. Good night, Cindy. Annie, no! Jerry, what's going on? I just picked up my stuff that Annie and Joey brought to the hotel, and when I opened my suitcase, there was a stack of divorce papers on top. Worse than that, you've already signed them? Why are you doing this, Jerry?
Honestly, I should have done this a long time ago.
What?
Listen, Cindy, do you remember why we were going to my folks' house for the weekend in the first place? You've been making massive withdrawals from my savings account, taking cash directly out of my wallet. You've even been selling some of my personal things at a pawn shop for cash. I can't trust you anymore. And I told you that I was thinking about divorce. We were gonna come home this weekend to explain the situation to my parents to help make it less of a shock when we actually did get divorced.
Well, yeah, but I told you that I don't want to get divorced. So that means we just have to find some way to work through our differences.
That's not how it works, Cindy. When one half of the couple throws in the towel, that means it's game over. Your parents live pretty far away, so we haven't been able to visit them in person, but I talked to them on the phone. You know what they said? They said they were sorry for not raising you better, and that I should do whatever I feel is right. In other words, they're on my side and don't object to us getting divorced.
My mom and dad said that?
I've told my parents about the situation too. The problem is that you just won't listen to reason, so I had no other choice. I was going to talk to you in front of my own family and have you sign the divorce papers then and there. And yes, my parents knew that was the plan and they were okay with it.
I don't get it. Why don't you understand? I told you I don't want to get divorced, period. End of story. We're staying married. And as for the other stuff, we're married, and that means what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. It doesn't matter if you had all the money saved up from before we got married. I had every right to help myself to whatever I needed.
There you go again. When I tell you something important like my brother's allergies and his wife's occupation, you forget it. When I say I want a divorce, you ignore me. When I tell you not to steal my stuff without my permission, you come up with some bizarre excuse for doing it anyway.
Well, excuse me for expecting I could rely on you for support. It's not so easy being a wife, you know. I have problems too.
I'm well aware of that. That's why my parents and I were going out of our way to accommodate you and make you comfortable. We knew you weren't very comfortable doing housework, so my mom always took the lead and did the lion's share. And as for me, I always did as much of the heavy lifting stuff around the house as I could. My dad, too, was constantly asking me if there was anything we could do to make you feel more at home. But when my parents got hurt, what did you do? Absolutely nothing!
Yeah, well, I had a good reason for that.
What good reason could you possibly have to refuse to help your own family? In the end, we had to push all the things we should have been doing onto Joey and Annie. Don't you feel guilty about that at all?
Of course I do. I'm really grateful to Joey and Annie for everything. Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of monster.
I don't know. Saying you'd sooner divorce me than help support my parents was pretty monstrous.
I can explain that.
Don't bother. I'm not interested in hearing it. I've learned my lesson with you. An explanation is never an explanation, just another excuse. Once you sign those divorce papers, send them to my parents' house. I'll go to our apartment while you're not there to pick up my stuff. I'm terminating our lease at the end of the month, so make sure you pick up your stuff before then.
But, Jerry, what am I supposed to do from now on? I can't make ends meet on just my own salary.
Are you serious? You can't even take care of yourself?
Yes, I'm serious. So if you're really gonna abandon me like this, at least give me something to help me get started.
All right, that's fair. We are still married for now.
That's right.
So here's some free advice. Sell all the high-end handbags and shoes you bought with the money you took from my account.
Can't actually expect me to do that.
You should be glad that I'm not demanding you pay me back for them. Sell them and use the money to get yourself started. That's all the help I'm gonna give you.
But come on, I really like all that stuff. And how am I supposed to face my coworkers wearing normal shoes? They'll notice all my good shoes and handbags are gone right away.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will. You just don't understand. You know what? If you're going to be that way, then I'm not signing anything. And if I don't sign them, that means we're still married.
If that's the way you want it to be, fine. I'll talk to my lawyer about my options. See you in court.
Court?
Those are your options. Take what you've already taken and walk away, or I'll take all of it back. It's kind of ironic. I read your text exchange with Annie, and you were telling her this weekend was going to be a test whether she was worthy of being in the family, right? Looks like you should have been more concerned whether you were worthy yourself. Now, I strongly suggest you don't do anything to make me change my mind on giving you a choice.
Okay, Jerry, you win.
So, things got a little weird yesterday, huh? Sorry about your food getting thrown away yesterday.
It's okay, Jerry. There's nothing you need to apologize for. I'm sorry I talked about helping you work things out with your wife. I didn't know how bad things were between you.
Nah, you had no way of knowing. I only ever told my parents about what was going on. I should have let you know, too.
I guess I can say this now that you're getting divorced, but that woman has zero self-awareness.
Tell me about it. I have no idea what I was thinking marrying her. I feel bad about the trouble I caused you and my parents, too. One day while we were still living there, Joey came over to visit. Then Cindy just started complaining about anything and everything. That's when Joey offered to live there in our place. And I was so sick of Cindy's complaining that I took him up on it. I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, doing what's best for your wife is what any husband would do in normal circumstances. It's just that your circumstances were far from normal. Anytime you're hungry, feel free to stop by. I'll whip up a fresh batch of whatever you're craving. After all, I still owe you for introducing me to your brother. I've had people send their compliments to the chef before, but asking if I wanted to date their brother, that was a new one. And it's like I told Cindy, I like my life here just fine. Thanks for being such a good big brother, in-law, to me, Jerry.
And thank you for being such a good little sister-in-law. Take care of Joey for me, you hear?
Sure thing. So, did I pass the test? Am I worthy of being part of the family?
Oh yeah, with flying colors.
In the end, Cindy ended up willingly signing the divorce papers. At first, she tried to get alimony and a share of Jerry's assets, but he was ready for that. His lawyer told her that if she did that, then Jerry would press charges for theft. That would stick her with a criminal record and a massive fine in addition to paying him back. She didn't put up a fight after that. She tried to move back in with her parents, but they kicked her right back onto the sidewalk. They told her they were embarrassed to be her parents. Word about her divorce and the circumstances surrounding it spread throughout Cindy's workplace. She wasn't well liked as things stood, so this just cemented her position as the least popular person in the company. The constant cold shoulder from her colleagues got to be too much to handle, so she quit. As for me, things have settled down around here, and I'm enjoying my life. Jerry comes by for dinner pretty often, and he offers to pay me ridiculous amounts of money every time. It feels good to have my skills appreciated, but I wish he would take no for an answer.
Yo, Hallie, what's going on with your parents? They still not waking up, or...?
They're both fighting as hard as they can, but no, they haven't regained consciousness yet. I can tell just by looking at their faces, though. They're trying their best to stay alive.
They are, huh? I guess they're tougher than I thought. But they're still in a coma, right?
Yes, they've been comatose ever since the accident. I'm still holding out hope, though, that any second now they're going to open their eyes.
Sure, yeah. It'd be nice if they woke up, but I mean, it would also be kind of nice if they didn't wake up, wouldn't it? You know, they just head straight toward the great beyond. That would make things way easier for both us and them.
Excuse me? I cannot believe you could say something so heartless, so evil!
Hey, I'm just saying, even if they wake up, they're gonna have a bunch of problems, right? They'll probably never walk again. Why force them to suffer through a life of pain and misery when they can just end it all, clean and easy?
You started to change the moment you heard that my parents were in a car accident, and now your transformation is complete, Tom. Congratulations! You're now nothing but a black-hearted scumbag. The second I get home, I am calling my lawyer and divorcing you.
Scumbag? Don't talk about me that way. And by the way, out of curiosity, when are you coming home?
I have no idea. They got in the accident while on vacation, remember? The hospital they're in is about a 4-hour drive from home. But this is their hometown. They both grew up out here, and their parents are still living in the area, so we'll probably do their funeral here too. I don't know when I'll be back. I just know it's going to be a while.
Whoa, wait, did you say funeral? You mean they're gonna die?
Listen to yourself. You are talking about my parents dying like a kid waking up on Christmas morning.
That's not true. I'm not excited or anything. I'm just wondering, that's all. If you're already talking about having a funeral, that must mean the outlook is pretty grim, right?
If you must know, the relatives are all preparing for that possibility. And the doctors are telling me we shouldn't expect a recovery barring a miracle.
Oh man, that is sad. Really sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Such a shame, really. They were having such a good time visiting their parents, too.
Yeah, the accident happened while they were heading back to their hotel from dinner. Everyone was there. My parents, my dad's parents, and my mom's parents. I'm glad they at least got the chance to say goodbye.
Man, that is absolutely terrible. A real tragedy. Shakespeare's got nothing on this story. Hey, you know what else is a tragedy? Your parents' old house is gonna be all alone now that they're dead. There's nothing sadder than an empty home.
Hey, they're not dead yet, you jerk.
Oop, did I say now? I meant to say once they're dead.
Anyway, why are you bringing up my parents' house? That's pretty random.
Nah, it's not random at all. I just happened to pass by it on my way home from work. I just got to wondering, if your parents never come out of their comas, what's gonna happen to their house?
I have a million things to think about right now, and that isn't one of them. Anyway, are you going to come down here at all?
Nah, I can't. You gotta take care of my mom. When she heard about what happened to your parents, she started freaking out. I'm really worried about her, and I don't think I should leave her alone right now. I'm gonna take her out to a nice dinner, then probably go watch a movie at home with her after that.
Oh, well, excuse me for interrupting your fun evening with gloomy talk of my parents dying.
Hey, what's with that sarcasm? I'm concerned about my mom. Is that such a bad thing? I don't appreciate you mocking my concern for her mental health.
I don't appreciate you talking about my parents like we'd be better off if they were dead. You haven't expressed a single shred of genuine concern for my parents or me.
There you go again, making every single thing all about you. You have a really bad attitude tonight. Whatever, give my condolences to your grandparents.
I have a bad attitude? You're the one with an attitude problem, and my parents aren't dead yet. You are the biggest jerk in the universe, Tom. I will never forgive you for this.
Good grief, I go out of my way to comfort you about your parents passing, and this is the thanks I get? If this is the way you're gonna talk to me, just don't contact me for a while. That would save both of us a lot of grief.
They haven't passed yet! Tom? What is the meaning of this? What have you done?
You're gonna have to be more specific if you want an answer to that. I've done a lot of things today. Went to work, got a sandwich at a deli downtown for lunch, and so on and so forth. What exactly have I done that's gotten you so upset?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. My parents' house is gone. Not only that, there's a brand new house being built where it was.
Ah, that was what you were talking about. It's still got a little bit of work left to be done, but it's coming along pretty smoothly. So, what do you think? Pretty nice house, huh? You don't need to thank me. I know you wouldn't have wanted to deal with that old dumpster heap, so I took care of it for you.
Took care of it? You demolished it!
Exactly! There was no salvaging that house. My mom took care of everything. She got in touch with a contractor the second we heard the news that your mom and dad kicked the bucket.
I don't believe this. You really didn't know?
Know what?
You are so dumb. You are such a clueless moron that I should be furious, but I can't stop myself from laughing at you.
I don't get it. Why are you laughing? What's going on? What don't I know?
I've been on to you for some time now, Tom. You have been wanting to get your hands on my parents' land since the second that car crashed into them. I mean, did you really think I wouldn't catch on? You were being so obvious. The only thing that surprises me is the fact that you actually went and tore my parents' old house down without saying a single word to me. You're insane, Tom.
What's the big deal? That house was a piece of junk. It was violating so many building codes, I'm surprised it wasn't condemned. All I did was make use of a nice plot of land that conveniently became vacant. You should be thanking me and my mom for not letting it go to waste.
You expect me to thank you for demolishing the house that I grew up in? That house was full of memories for both me and my parents. Sure, it was old, and yeah, it wasn't exactly the nicest house on the block, but we loved every minute that we lived together in that house.
Yeah, and your parents aren't going to be living there or anywhere else ever again. What were you going to do, have their corpses taxidermied and set up in that house like a museum? I've been thinking for a while about having a new house built for my mom, and this was the perfect opportunity. I'll bet your parents would be thrilled to see the nice house that I'm putting up there. All I'm doing is showing my mom the love and respect she deserves, and you have no right to criticize me for that.
Don't you dare talk about my parents, Tom. You never cared about their happiness while they were alive. Don't pretend like you care about them now that they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead, so again, what's the problem? I'm happy, my mom's happy, everyone's happy. The only person who's not happy is you, but that's just your attitude problem rearing its ugly head again.
I know exactly why your mom is so happy. She hates me, and what better way to score points against me than to demolish the house I grew up in? Don't pretend you didn't notice that. Seriously, I never understood it. Why did your mom hate me so much?
Didn't I tell you about that? It's because you remind her of Cindy.
Cindy? I don't know any Cindy. Oh, wait a minute. You mean your younger sister? The one I've never met?
Yeah, her. She was nothing but trouble back when she was a kid. She caused all sorts of grief for me and my mom. It got so bad that my mom ended up kicking her out of the house as soon as she turned 16.
Your mom kicked her out when she was 16?
Yeah, and she got what she deserved for being such an obnoxious brat. Mom says the way you talk and act reminds her of Cindy, and it really gets on her nerves.
Based on what you just told me and what I already know about you and your mom, I'd say that the problem likely wasn't with Cindy. Did Cindy ever do anything to you?
To me? Well, no, I guess she didn't, but that's not the issue right now. You were laughing earlier and said there was something I didn't know. What were you talking about?
Oh, that? I was laughing because you had a house built on land that wasn't even yours to use.
Huh? What do you mean? You were an only child, right? And your parents are dead. If there's no one else around to inherit it, that must mean the land is yours. And since we're not divorced yet, that means the land is mine, too.
I didn't inherit that land. Before my parents died, they sold the house and land to my uncle.
What? Why would they do that?
They've been planning to move for a while. They wanted to go back to their hometown so they could be closer with their parents. The reason they took a trip there a few months ago was to look for a new house. They sold the land to my uncle a long time ago, though. He was just letting them live there until they were ready to move.
Wait, so what does that mean? I don't get it.
It means that you tore down a house that you didn't own and built a new house on land that you didn't own. All without the permission of the actual homeowner and landowner.
But wait, I didn't know about any of that. You never told me. Why didn't you tell me?
There was nothing for me to tell. That land was never mine to begin with. It didn't concern you at all. Why didn't you talk to me before you went and hired a contractor to do the work for you? That was really dumb.
I thought it was yours. And since we're still married, your property is my property.
That is not how it works. But let's just set that aside for now. The important thing is that the land isn't mine and isn't yours. What are you going to do about this, Tom?
Well,
My uncle had a plan worked out for that property to build an apartment complex. Thanks to you, that project is either going to be delayed significantly or canceled entirely. The financial damage from that is going to be astronomical.
No way! This was not my fault!
Oh, then whose fault is it, Tom?
It's your fault! You should have told me that land wasn't yours. You set me up. You wanted this to happen.
That's the story you're going to go with here? It was all my conspiracy to make you tear down my childhood home?
Shut up! I didn't do anything wrong. You did!
Hello, Hallie. I wish I were contacting you under better circumstances, but I just heard a terrifying story from my son. Did you trick Tom into tearing down your parents' old house? Oh, come on, really? No, I did not trick him into doing anything. You, however, seem to have had a direct hand in this, Mildred. So don't try and pass the buck to me. Even if there is some silly minor legal issue with us building a house there, there's a much larger issue at play.
Tom wanted to build this house for me. His dream was to build me a beautiful house. And you have crushed his dream. How dare you do this to my son?
What are you outraged at me for? He tore down my parents' old house without permission, without even talking to me.
Your parents are no longer in this world. It's none of their concern what happens to their old house. It seems to me like you're being incredibly selfish here, Hallie. I think you should take a moment to think about the feelings of people other than yourself.
Wow, I see where Tom gets it now. It's that awful gaslighting, manipulative personality of yours that made Tom grow up to be such a massive scumbag.
What? Do not speak ill of my dear son to me. He isn't a scumbag, you are. All he wanted to do was build a simple house for his dear mother. And thanks to your negligence, that plan is now ruined. Don't you have any idea how much that hurt him? However much you think he loved me far more.
Trust me, you don't have to tell me. I am aware of that. But the facts are what they are. The house and the land belong to my uncle. There is nothing you or I can do about that.
Then give me your uncle's phone number. I'll convince him to abandon his silly plan and allow us to use the land.
How exactly are you planning to do that? Nothing you say to him is going to do a bit of good. He's already working on suing you as we speak.
Suing me? What for?
Isn't it obvious? You tore down his house. You're illegally occupying his land. You interfered in the contract he had signed with a real estate company to build an apartment there. Of course he's going to sue you for that.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
No, it's not. He has every legal right to demand compensation from you. What's ridiculous is you and Tom tearing down my parents' house before they were even buried.
But we had no idea we were doing anything wrong. We had the contractor look into the legality of using the land, and they told us there was no problem. They wouldn't have begun work otherwise. So don't blame me, blame them. I'm the victim.
Right. So you were defrauded, were you? This construction company said it was okay for you to use the land?
That's right. They said they would offer a discount if we hired them for both the demolition of the old house and the construction of the new house. I thought I could trust them, but looking back, they were a rather shifty bunch.
And what does this company stand to gain from doing this? They had to have known you didn't own the land. That sort of thing is simple to look up. That means that the very second their demolition crew set foot on the property, they were already breaking the law. That's not just illegal, it's incredibly stupid.
How am I supposed to know what they were thinking? All I know is that they're frauds. We were tricked into building a house there. It's not our fault. We're the victims.
Uh-huh. I think I might just have to look into this myself.
Hey, Mom? Did you really pin the whole thing on the contractor?
I most certainly did. That was the easiest way for us to get away with it. All we need to do is keep pointing the finger at the contractor and we'll walk away from this with our hands squeaky clean. It's unfortunate that they'll likely take a financial hit from this. Some of the higher-ups might even go to jail, but that's just the way it has to be.
I don't know, Mom. I'm not feeling great about this. I mean, if the cops start looking into it, won't they come up with evidence that we're lying pretty quickly? Didn't you give them that one document that you made yourself?
Don't worry, they won't talk. I'll make sure of that.
How will you do that?
All I need to do is threaten to tell the cops that they made me forge the deed to the property. Who do you think the police are going to believe? A crooked construction company that defrauds old ladies? Or me?
Mom, you are amazing! Like, seriously, wow, you are so smart!
Like I said before, Tom, you can leave everything to me. There is nothing in the world that I wouldn't do to protect my dear son.
Thanks, Mom. The same goes for me. I would do anything to protect you. You're the best mom in the whole world. Hey! You're suing my mom? What gives?
Can you blame me? When I heard that your mother was trying to frame an innocent construction company, I just had to help them out. So I hired a private detective, and he was able to put together all the evidence I needed that your mother was behind the whole thing. I contracted the company to let them know, and we are currently coordinating our lawsuits against her.
Innocent company? What are you talking about? They're the ones who threatened my mom into forging the deed. Mom was afraid for her life. She had no choice but to do what they said.
Do you have any evidence at all that they threatened your mom? Emails, texts, voice recordings, anything?
My mom said they threatened her, and if my mom says they did, then it must be true.
Do you believe everything your mom tells you, or is this all just an act? In any case, the detective I hired went through every single contract that company has ever had, and you know what he found? Nothing. Not even a minor code violation. In fact, the CEO came and apologized to me and my uncle personally for falling victim to your mom's scheme.
That's a lie. It wasn't my mom's plot. It was theirs. My mom would never do anything so dirty and underhanded unless she was in big trouble. But now, thanks to you, my saint of a mother is gonna get arrested.
That saint forged multiple documents, defrauded a construction company, and destroyed another person's property. Did you really think no one would find out? What was she thinking?
She was thinking that she was willing to do whatever it took to protect her son.
You cannot seriously believe she did this for you. It was all for her own benefit, Tom. You told her about your plan, right? How you were thinking about buying a house for her?
Yeah, I told her all the time. What of it?
That's the whole game right there. All she had to do was forge those documents and she would get a new house, frame the company for it, and get away scot-free. It's such a comically evil plot, I wouldn't be surprised if she got it from watching some Saturday morning cartoon back in the 60s.
But that doesn't make any sense. You think my mom went out of her way to ruin some random construction company? What would she get out of that?
Do you know who the CEO of that construction company is? It's Cindy, your sister.
What?
That's right, the daughter your mother kicked out of the house. Having lost her home, she had to drop out of high school and get work fast, and the only place that she could find to hire her on such short notice was a construction company. She worked her way up the ladder and started getting involved in the business side of the operation. After a while, she decided to go independent, and she now is the CEO of the company that she founded.
Are you serious? I had no idea that's what she was doing now, but I still don't get why Mom would go out of her way to hurt Cindy's company.
I don't really get it either, to be honest. All I know is that your mother has a raw, seething hatred for her. There's just something about her, and me too, I guess, that your mother hates. Maybe she resented the fact that Cindy succeeded despite being kicked out of the house, but whatever her reason, it was a perfect chance to kill two birds with one stone. Crush her upstart daughter's company and get a new house for herself. It was a terrible plan, though, doomed from the start. Your mother may be conniving and evil, but she's also really, really dumb. That's an unfortunate combination of character traits.
Don't you dare insult my mom like that! My mom is my hero! You and your whole family are scum! Oh, wait, you don't have a family anymore! You're all alone now!
Go ahead, Tom, get it all out of your system. Enjoy that feeling of scoring a point on me while it lasts, because I am still going to sue you. You owe my uncle a ton of money for what you did to my parents' house, and you're going to pay every cent.
You can't do that to my poor mom. She's on a fixed income. How much is it gonna be anyway?
Considering the costs of returning the land to a usable state and having to back out of the contract with the real estate company, I'd say you're looking at several $100,000.
She doesn't have enough savings to cover that? Are you really gonna bleed an old retired woman dry?
Yes, and then you, as her co-conspirator, will have to pay whatever is left over. I would tell you to have your mom come out of retirement to help work it off, but she won't be able to get a job from prison.
If you think I'm gonna pay your uncle one single cent, you're out of your mind! And there's no way my mom's going to jail. She's innocent!
If you genuinely believe your mom is going to avoid prison time, then you're the one who's out of your mind. And you are going to pay, even if it means going deep in debt.
And you have no qualms about doing this to us, huh? You're gonna send me hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt and my mom to prison?
Why, yes, Tom. Yes, I am. Because I want you to suffer.
I don't believe you. When did you become such an inhuman monster? I won't let you get away with this.
What are you going to do about it, Tom? Go crying to your mommy for help?
You know what? That's a great idea. I'll do that right now. You're gonna regret making my mom mad. Mom, you're not gonna believe this. I think we might be in a little bit of trouble. Hallie says she and her uncle are gonna sue us for building the house. I guess she hired a detective or something, and that detective figured out that you forged the deed. She's even saying that you're gonna go to jail. I thought you said we weren't gonna get caught.
This is all your fault.
Huh?
If you hadn't been such a useless oaf, none of this would have ever happened. You should have threatened your sister into silence.
But you said you were gonna take care of that.
Shut up. I had to do everything because you were too stupid and cowardly to do what needed to be done. I'm not paying anything, even if they sue me. I would sooner burn all of my money than let your worthless sister or wife get any of it. You can pay it all by yourself.
What? Mom, come on. Sure, I'm sort of responsible too, but I have to pay everything?
I said shut up. You and Cindy are one and the same. You're both a couple of failures. You ruined my life.
Okay, come on now. Really, Mom? You were the one who came up with the plan to demolish Hallie's old house while she was away. You forged the deed by yourself, too. And I didn't even know that Cindy was the CEO of the construction company you hired. How is this my failure?
Don't you dare talk back to me like that, you foul little ingrate. I am telling the police that it was all your doing. I won't take the fall for this.
But you said you were gonna protect me.
You said you would do anything for your mother.
I didn't mean that I'd go to prison for you. Sorry, Mom, but I'm not helping you get out of this. Okay, Hallie, I just went to the police. I'm gonna take a plea bargain to avoid charges. I gave them all the dirt they wanted on my mom, so we're good now, right? You'll forgive me for everything?
No. The end.
Seriously? But I gave them everything. She's gonna go to jail for sure thanks to me. I was wrong to participate in my mom's scheme, but I've seen the error of my ways.
I'm still not going to forgive you.
Come on, I'm gonna go apologize to Cindy too. I can see now that Mom was wrong to kick her out like she did. Cindy was always a straight shooter and never pulled her punches. Mom just resented her because Cindy called her out whenever she did something bad or stupid. And now Mom's doing the exact same thing to me. She's even telling me I have to pay all the damages to your uncle by myself. But you're not gonna sue me anymore, are you?
I most certainly am. It's nice to hear you admit that you were wrong, though. I can't help but feel that you're only apologizing out of desperation rather than sincerity. I'm also grateful for the evidence you contributed to my lawsuit. But while you may dodge criminal liability, you will still be held civilly liable.
But I said I was sorry.
You insulted my family, Tom. While my parents lay dying in a hospital, you were hard at work scheming with your mom to steal their land. Your mother is going to be arrested for her part in that scheme, and if I can't put you in prison alongside her, then you're going to pay handsomely.
Please, Hallie, don't do this. I never wanted any of this to happen. I imagine you didn't, but here we are. Oh, and one more thing. I took the liberty of informing your company about this nasty little incident, along with all your relatives and our mutual friends. What? No, you had no reason to go that far.
Oh, but I do. You pissed me off. And I want nothing more than to see you squirm in agony amid the ruins of your life. My first order of business after that was to divorce Tom, which didn't take long. After that, I was able to focus on working with my uncle and Cindy on the lawsuit against Tom and his mom. The jury was only out for about an hour before they returned with a judgment in our favor for the maximum amount allowed by law. Tom obviously couldn't pay his share, so he had to take out a massive loan to cover it. Once word of his actions got around, he lost the trust of all his friends and colleagues. But the worst thing for him, as a consummate mama's boy, was to lose the love of his mother. Word on the street is that whenever he's out of the house, he looks like the life has been sucked right out of him. Meanwhile, Mildred's criminal trial also went in our favor. By the time she gets out of jail, she'll be going straight to a nursing home. All of us non-criminals are doing just great, though. I had never met Cindy before, but thanks to Tom and his mom's scheme, we're great friends now. She even hired me into her company in order to help me get my new life started after the divorce. Whether it's at work or in our private time, we always have a great time talking to each other. And since we've both been the victim of her mom's cruelty and brother's fecklessness, we have a lot to talk about.
Soon Sarah's wedding is coming up. Are you mentally prepared for it?
What kind of question is that? Mental preparation? Well, I guess I'm ready. Why are you asking such a thing? Is this how you're reaching out after so long? I told you before that I had things I wanted to talk about too.
I just didn't respond because I didn't have anything to say. I just wanted to check if you're ready for the wedding, just to be sure. If you're ready, then that's fine. I don't need to keep bothering you.
What is this message? I thought you were reaching out after such a long time, but you've been saying nothing but terrible things since then. Even so, you better show up for Sarah's wedding. This is her big day, after all.
That's my line. You better act with some decency, even if it's you. At least for that day, show some respect. It's the last chance.
Huh? Last? What do you mean by that?
That's none of your business. See you later, old woman. Don't keep sending me messages like this.
Old woman? Do you even realize you're the older one here?
Will you and Dad both come together to the wedding? I've arranged the seating together. I hope that's okay.
Huh? Why are you worried about that? Of course we'll go together. Don't worry about it.
Mom, you don't need to hide it anymore. Maybe you've been keeping it from me for my sake all this time, but I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 30 now. I can see what's going on between the two of you.
That's not something you need to worry about.
Of course, I can't just ignore it. I'm your only daughter, you know. I do care, but more than that, what I want to say is that you don't need to hide it anymore. I honestly wish you told me sooner. But I know you must have had your own reasons for timing it, right? But now I'm getting married, so from now on, I want you to be more honest with me, like never before.
I didn't know you felt that way. But you're right, you're not a kid anymore. 30 years old. That's quite an age.
30 years? So you and Dad have been together for 30 years now. Isn't that enough time for everything?
I didn't know you were this aware of it. But it's not something we could keep hiding. All right, from now on, I'll be honest and tell you everything.
So there's something I want to say too. Can I say it?
Huh? What is it that you want to say?
I don't feel comfortable saying it in a message. Would you be able to meet in person this weekend or whenever you have time?
I have plenty of time, no plans at all.
Okay, I'll talk to you then.
I'm curious about what it is, but I'll wait.
Mom, weren't you shocked? Now I'm wondering if I said something I shouldn't have. I kind of regret it now.
What are you talking about, Sarah? Shocked? I'm well past being shocked. Long ago. In fact, I should thank you.
You've done such a good job collecting all the information after all. I'm glad you were happy, but I hope I didn't make you feel down. No, I've long passed the point of being upset, so don't worry. I appreciate what you did. Don't feel guilty about it. We'll handle things our way, and you just focus on your own happiness. Do you think I can be happy? What's this, pre-wedding jitters? Why are you feeling insecure now when you're about to get married? And with such a wonderful partner, too. But can anyone really be happy forever? Maybe it's our fault you're feeling this way, but happiness is something you create for yourself, and I'm happy. I've been happy all along, thanks to you. I see. So that's how it is. Everyone's happiness looks different, you know. Maybe you don't fully understand it now, but that's okay. For now, just enjoy the wedding. I'm looking forward to it too. So I'll see you on the wedding day.
I've put up with this for 30 years. Isn't that enough already?
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Enough is enough. Set me free already. I want my freedom too. I don't want to go back to that house anymore.
Well, it's fine if you don't come back.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying I don't want to go back because of you. For 30 years I've been living an inconvenient life because of you. Isn't that enough? I'm going to be free now.
Yeah.
Hey, are you listening to me? Our daughter is married now, so there's no reason for us to stay married. I've endured for 30 years, but now I can finally get away from you. We're getting a divorce.
Yeah, I already submitted the divorce papers.
What?
That's what I mean, right? You want a divorce, right? Actually, I'm the one who's been putting up with it. I've already submitted the divorce papers you left for me, and they've been accepted. It's done. We're now officially strangers.
What? You already submitted the divorce papers?
Yeah, I did. It's funny, isn't it? We were both thinking the same thing. When Sarah got married, I was planning to get divorced too, so I already filed the papers before you even said anything. Honestly, I don't understand how you can act like the victim, but now we're strangers, so isn't that great?
What the hell? If that's the case, why didn't you just say it earlier? I don't have to be tied to you anymore. This is the best life ever.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm glad you feel that way. By the way, don't ever come back to this house.
What?
You said you don't want to come back here, so this is perfect, isn't it? Should I send your things to your lover's house? Or should I send them to your office? Which one do you prefer?
Wait, what are you talking about, lover?
Do you really think you can still hide that? There have been several different people, but you've been cheating all along, haven't you? You didn't put a penny into the house where you live, just kept giving money to your lovers. And you didn't think I would find out? That's what's really surprising.
What the hell? That's just your own assumptions. I won't admit to anything. I'm not cheating. If I admit it, it's over.
If we're divorced, it's fine, isn't it? We're strangers now. I don't have anything else I want to say, but I will be claiming alimony, so make sure you're ready for that.
Huh? Alimony? Are you kidding? There's no way that's happening. You have no proof, and you filed the divorce papers without my consent. So what's this about alimony? Who's going to pay for that? Not me, that's for sure.
Well, you see, I do have proof, and I've already consulted with a lawyer.
Huh? Proof? Lawyer?
Actually, the lawyer said I should wait a little longer before filing the divorce papers, but I really wanted to get this divorce done quickly. Patrick, I couldn't wait to be free of you. Still, I've been preparing to ask for alimony. If you want to avoid a lawsuit, I suggest you start thinking carefully about how to handle this.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? There's no proof. Did you hire a detective or something? You must have made it all up.
If you want to know how the proof was gathered, why don't you ask Sarah?
Huh? Sarah? Why is Sarah involved in this? We've kept our issues hidden from her all this time. She shouldn't know anything about this.
I
I thought the same thing, but it seems Sarah knew everything.
Huh? And what's this proof?
A few days before Sarah's wedding, she contacted me. When I went to meet her, she handed me photos and data that were proof of everything. I don't know how she gathered this evidence, but I do know one thing. She's known everything for a long time. She's just been waiting for me to take action.
Take action?
You've been acting like the victim, saying you've endured for 30 years, asking to be set free, but honestly, aren't you just an idiot?
What did you say? Who are you calling an idiot?
I'm the one who's been putting up with it all this time.
Huh? You?
I've been wanting a divorce for so long, but I waited thinking of Sarah until she was married. But in the end, it seems like everything was already known. I should have just divorced you and thrown you away long ago.
Thrown away, huh? What are you talking about? The one who's getting thrown away is you!
Huh? I won't be bothered by a divorce. I don't feel like I'm being thrown away at all. You said you didn't want to come back to this house, so I'm really asking you not to come back. I'll send your things, but they'll be on delivery, so you'll have to pay for them.
That house is also mine! You should be the one leaving!
Did you forget that this house was inherited from my mother?
Huh? Is that so?
Yeah, it's been in my name from the beginning, so it's my house. You don't have any rights here.
Huh? What? So you're not gonna give me the house? Fine, I'll just throw away that crappy house. Send my things to the address I told you.
Well, I already sent them last night. And I've already sent a notice about the alimony to your lover's house, too.
Huh? You sent a notice about alimony?
According to Sarah's investigation, you've been married. Your lover didn't know that. Honestly, that's really low. There were several others, too. Apparently some of them were really young. Sarah was shocked. Can you explain why you were after someone younger than Sarah?
Stop it! Don't say weird things! Stop accusing me! What do you mean you contacted my lover? Who did you contact? Why won't you just let me go free?
Let's stop pretending you're the victim. No one's going to feel sorry for you. Oh, by the way, if you don't intend to pay alimony, I'll send the certified letter to your company as well.
Huh? My company has nothing to do with this.
Oh, you're getting anxious now. If you can really deny everything about the affair, then why are you so worried and panicked? There's no need to worry, right?
No, it's because you're saying weird things about my company. That's why I'm panicking. It doesn't even make sense.
Well, it doesn't matter if you panic or not. I've already decided to let my lawyer handle everything from here on out, so there's no point in contacting me. Well then, I'm glad we're finally strangers after the divorce. Goodbye then.
Hey! What the hell did you do? You sent that weird message to her house. Because of you, I got kicked out of the house.
Oh, you got here surprisingly quickly.
How can you stay so calm? Do you even realize what you've done?
Well, I think you're the one who's finally admitting what you've done. Wasn't it just earlier you were arrogantly saying something like it was a baseless accusation?
That's not important right now. It's a completely different matter.
It's not different at all.
Anyway, it's because of you that I got kicked out. I can't return to the house until we've talked and resolved this, so I'm going back to your place. You leave. I don't even want to see your face.
What kind of convenient thing are you saying? I'm not letting you into this house. I've changed the locks.
Huh? What are you saying? This is still my house, you know.
No, we're divorced now, so we're strangers, right? I've already sent all my stuff to my new place. It's my house, my name is on the deed, and I've been paying for everything, so you don't have any right there, okay? If you try to break in or something, I'll call the police. Are you okay with that?
The police? This was my home for 30 years! What are you even saying? You're gonna call the police over this? You're gonna get the police involved in our stupid fight?
You're so loud, you bald idiot.
Bald? What are you talking about? I'm not bald!
Anyway, you have no rights to this house and you can't kick me out. You can't throw me out. It's impossible. If you don't want me to call the police, can you just not come here? If you do, I'll have to get in touch with Sarah too, and I don't want to involve her any further.
Well, I guess so, but throwing me out of the house and bad-mouthing me to her too? You really are a wicked woman, aren't you?
Huh? Now you're going to be looking into defamation charges. I'm considering it seriously if you don't stop.
Isn't it true? How far do you plan to push me? I've been putting up with this for 30 years.
I've been putting up with it too. You were cheating and you treated me terribly. I had to live with a husband who could only mock and belittle me for 30 years. This is the result, and honestly, it's not surprising at all. By the way, it was Sarah who introduced me to the lawyer.
What? Sarah did? Why the hell would she do that?
But the truth is, I honestly thought that once we got divorced, that would be enough. I was okay with just cutting ties with you. Luckily, I had the divorce papers ready, so I planned to submit them right after the wedding. But Sarah thought about it, and she really cared, so I decided to do things properly.
I've done everything I could for Sarah as a father, yet this is how you repay me? This is too cruel!
You might have forgotten, but the woman you've been belittling every day, me, was Sarah's precious mother. Isn't this the natural outcome?
But that's...
There's no point in saying anything more. You're over 50 now, so you should be able to handle this yourself. Take care of everything from here on out.
Please, don't be like this. I'm trying to be serious. I've been thinking maybe there's still a way for us to work things out. Please, let's talk properly.
Oh, now you want to talk? After everything? After all these years? What exactly do you want me to say? Do you expect me to just forgive you and go back to the way things were? That's not going to happen. It's too late for that. You've made your choices and I've made mine.
No, that's not what I mean. I didn't want things to get this bad. I never wanted to hurt you. I didn't know how to fix it all.
Fix it? It's too late for that. There is nothing you can fix anymore. You had your chance. You had years, decades even, and what did you do with them? You cheated on me, you disrespected me, you treated me like I wasn't even worth your time. Now you want to pretend that you've suddenly realized your mistakes?
I know it was wrong, but it's hard, okay? You're right, I did mess up, but can't we at least try to make amends? At least try for the sake of Sarah, for the sake of our family?
For Sarah? You're really going to bring her up now? Do you think she doesn't know what you've done? She's been through all of this too. You're not the only one who's been hurt. We both have, and now we both have to live with it. I'm not going to go back, no matter how much you beg.
I don't want to beg. I don't want to be like this. But what am I supposed to do now? Where am I supposed to go? I have nowhere else to turn.
That's not my problem. You should have thought about that before. I am done being your emotional crutch. I've spent enough years holding things together for both of us. Now it's your turn to face the consequences of your actions.
Please, Alyssa, I can't do this on my own. I've realized I messed up and I've been trying to make it right. You're the only person who ever really understood me. I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry for everything I did. Please, don't shut me out like this.
You don't get it, do you? You didn't lose me just now. You lost me years ago. You can't undo the damage you've done. It's not just the affair, it's everything. It's the way you treated me, the way you took me for granted. Do you honestly think a few words can make up for all of that?
A few words? What are you talking about? I never took you for granted. I loved you, Alyssa. I loved you more than anything. I know I messed up, but please let me prove that I can be better. I can change. I can make things right.
No, I don't believe you anymore. You've said that so many times, and every time you have failed. I am tired of hearing your empty promises. You don't get to walk back into my life like everything is fine. I've already started living for myself. I'm happy now, and I am not going to let you drag me back into your mess.
I'm not dragging you anywhere. I just want a chance to make things better. Just one chance, please.
You had your chances, but you didn't take them. This is where we are now, and I've accepted it. You need to accept it too.
I just don't know what to do.
Well, figure it out. You're a grown man. This isn't about us anymore. This is about you taking responsibility for your own life. So pay the alimony, stop bothering me, and get out of my life for good. That's all I ask.
You're right. You're right, Alyssa. I've been a fool, and I'll never be able to make up for what I've done. But I want you to know that I truly regret everything. I'll pay the alimony. I'll do whatever it takes to make this right, even if I can't fix what we had.
Just do it already and don't ever come back. This is the end, and there is no going back. Mom, are you really sure you don't want to send that certified letter to the company? I thought you wanted to make Dad suffer a little. Well, it's fine now. I think he's already suffered enough, don't you? He's not getting away without consequences. He's lost everything. He doesn't have a place to live anymore, his savings are all gone, and now he's in debt. And if he ends up losing his job on top of everything else, it'll be a real mess for him. It's not like he's going to be able to find work easily now. I'm not sure where he'll go from here. Maybe that's true, but you're being too lenient, Mom. I mean, if it were me, I could never forgive him for what he did. 10 years of cheating? How can you just let that go so easily? You're angry on my behalf, and that's enough for me. But living your life just to get back at someone isn't the way to go. Trust me, it's exhausting. I don't want to spend my life trying to get revenge on him. That's not the kind of person I want to be. And honestly, he's been paying alimony. He's doing what he has to, and it's in installments. That's something at least, and I feel like it's enough. I've made my peace with it, and I'm starting to feel better now. I'm finally starting to feel happy again. I get that you feel better now, and if you're happy, then I'm happy for you, but still, I just can't get over how much he did to you. How can you just move on so easily from all of it? I know it's hard, but I've spent so many years suffering, holding on to all of this anger. I've loved like that for far too long, and I don't want to keep holding on to that hate anymore. I just want peace, and I think it's the right thing to do. Besides, it's not like I haven't gotten anything in return. He's paying alimony, and I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. I'm going to focus on the future. I see what you mean, Mom, but it's hard to just let it go, you know? I still can't understand how you can forgive him for everything. He was with someone else for all that time. Doesn't that hurt? It does hurt, more than you can imagine. But I've had to make a choice. If I want to move forward and live a good life, I can't let him ruin my future. I've already wasted too much time on him. Now it's time to focus on what really matters. Me, my happiness, and what comes next. And you know what? I'm actually feeling a lot more peaceful now. I'm not angry anymore. If you're happy, that's all that matters. I just want the best for you, Mom. I know I've been upset for you, but you've always been strong. You don't need anyone to take care of you, right? You're right, you don't need to worry about me. I know I'm strong. But thank you, really. I appreciate that you care. I never thought I'd get to this point. I was so angry for so long, but I've realized that life is too short to keep holding on to all that pain. I don't want to waste any more time. You're so strong, Mom. I don't know if I could do what you've done. You've been through so much, and still, you're here, standing tall. It's not always easy, but I've made it this far, and I'm proud of where I am now. But enough about me. I am so proud of you too, you know. You've always been there for me, even when things were tough. You've been my rock. I've always tried to be there for you, Mom, but I've also learned a lot from you. I've learned that forgiveness isn't about letting someone off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the past, and that's what you've done. Well, thank you for saying that. It's taken me a long time to get to this point, but I think I finally understand it. And I'm happy. For the first time in a long while, I'm really, truly happy.
You know, I never expected things to turn out like this, but I think it was the best choice for me.
I'm glad you're happy, Mom. That's all I ever wanted for you. And if anything ever happens, if you ever need me to do anything, just say the word. I'll always be here for you. But I know you're going to be okay on your own. You're stronger than you know.
Thanks, sweetie. I know I can always count on you. But just so you know, if you ever end up in the same situation, you better call me, and I'll make sure I'm around long enough to get that person back. But seriously, I hope nothing like that ever happens to you. I really don't want you to go through the pain I did.
I know, Mom, and I promise I won't ever put you through that. But thank you. You've shown me what it means to stand up for yourself no matter what. You're my inspiration.
You're welcome, dear. Just remember, you deserve to be happy, and don't let anyone make you feel less than that. Now, go live your life the way you want to. That's the best thing you can do. My ex-husband Patrick seemed to be managing to rent a room and get by while continuing to pay alimony to both me and another woman. It's not ideal, but he's somehow surviving, scraping together enough to meet those financial obligations, even though I can't imagine how he manages it all. It's strange, though, thinking about how everything ended between us and how he's now living a life where he's financially tied to both me and another woman. It's almost like he's trying to balance between two worlds, but neither of them really offers him any happiness. I can't say I feel sorry for him. He made his choices and now he's left to deal with the fallout. From what I hear, he's barely managing, but it's his own fault and I am not about to lose sleep over it. What frustrates me even more is that even now I still receive messages from him. Messages where he expresses this desperate hope that we can get back together. It's almost like he hasn't fully processed what happened between us, as if he's still clinging to this unrealistic belief that somehow everything could be fixed if he only tried a little harder. He sends these texts, probably hoping that maybe this time I'll have a change of heart, but I've completely ignored him. I haven't even bothered to read them. I don't need to. There's nothing for me to say. There's nothing that could be said to fix anything. What's the point? He doesn't deserve my time or attention anymore. He doesn't understand that I've moved on and that it's over. I've done all the processing I need to, and now there's no turning back. It's not even about holding a grudge. It's simply about realizing that I deserve so much more than what he could ever give me. I'm not going to let his emotional manipulation affect me anymore. He had his chances and he blew them all. Every time he reaches out, it's just a reminder of the years I wasted on him, the years he took for granted. He never truly appreciated me, and I am done trying to make him see things from my perspective. That's the part that gets me the most. He never took responsibility for his actions. It's all about him, and now he's trying to make it seem like we can go back to what we had. But it's too late. It's been too late for a long time. There's nothing left for him here. There's nothing left for me to give. The funny thing is, it's not just me he's been trying to reach out to. I heard from Sarah that he's been messaging her as well. Apparently he's been sending messages almost as if things could go back to how they were, as if there was no such thing as betrayal or hurt. He seems to be holding on to this belief that if he just reaches out enough, if he just keeps trying, then maybe everything will fall back into place. But Sarah's done with him too. She hasn't responded to him and she doesn't plan to. She told me that she feels bad for him sometimes, especially when she sees how he's struggling, but she also knows that reaching out to him again would only drag her back into this mess. She can't afford to get emotionally tied up in that again. It's a strange thing seeing someone you once cared about, someone you thought would be a permanent part of your life, trying to hold on to something that's already been lost. It's almost like watching a person desperately flail about in the water, trying to grasp at anything to keep them from sinking. But I've told Sarah the same thing that I've been telling myself. He is not our responsibility anymore. He made his choices, and now he has to deal with the consequences. We've both moved on, and we can't let him drag us back into his emotional turmoil. He's already done enough damage. But I can't help but wonder if he really understands what he's done. Does he truly know the weight of his actions? Has he realized how much pain he's caused? How much he destroyed by making all those selfish decisions? I think it's possible he doesn't. If he really understood the full extent of what he's done, he wouldn't be reaching out like this. He'd understand that the door is closed. He'd realize that no amount of pleading or apologizing is going to change what's already been broken. But maybe he's too wrapped up in his own self-pity to see that. Maybe he's still trying to justify everything in his mind, still looking for ways to make himself feel better, to convince himself that he wasn't entirely in the wrong. Either way, I've made my peace with it. I've spent too many years dealing with his mistakes, with his lies and broken promises, and I'm done with it. I'm not about to go back into that cycle. I've worked hard to move forward, to build a life for myself that's separate from him and his drama. I can't let him undo all the progress I've made just because he's having a hard time facing reality. If he wants to fix his life, he's going to have to do it on his own. I'm not here to rescue him. I'm not here to comfort him. It's not my problem anymore. As for Sarah, I know she's struggling with it too. I can see the conflict in her eyes when she talks about him. Part of her still wants to be the person who helps, who comforts, but she also learned that it's not her job to fix him. She can't afford to get dragged back into his world of chaos and guilt. He's toxic for both of us. And while it's sad that he's in this situation, it's not our responsibility to save him from it. I think part of her still feels sorry for him, but I've reminded her that she can't let that pity turn into something more. He is not the man he used to be, and he doesn't deserve her time or energy. He's shown us who he really is, and it's not someone that we can trust, not someone we can depend on. When I think about him now, I can't help but wonder how he's managing. Is he still juggling alimony payments to both me and the other woman, or has he found a way out of that financial mess? I imagine it's a constant struggle for him, but at the same time, I don't feel bad for him. He's made his bed and now he has to lie in it. I wonder if he even realizes how his decisions led him to this point. Well, probably not. He's probably still too caught up in blaming everyone else for his problems, unable to see that the root cause of all his troubles is the person he sees in the mirror. I hope for his sake that one day he comes to terms with it, but it's not something I'm going to lose sleep over. At the end of the day, I am done. I've moved on and I am not looking back. I've got my own life to live, my own future to plan for, and I am not going to let him hold me back. I don't owe him anything. I don't owe him my forgiveness, my attention, or my emotional energy. He had all of that and more, and he squandered it. So now I'm focusing on myself. I'm focusing on building a life that's healthy, that's free of the toxic drama he brought into our lives, and if he ever realizes the truth, that's on him. I've done everything I can, and now it's time to live my life without him. Sarah is living a happy and peaceful life with her kind, family-oriented husband. They seem to be a perfect match, and their life together reflects the warmth and stability that so many people hope for. From what I can gather, Sarah truly enjoys her everyday routine, where she gets to balance work and household chores in a way that brings her satisfaction and contentment. Her life is settled into a comfortable rhythm, where the simple pleasures of caring for her home, spending time with her husband, and fulfilling her work commitments bring her joy. Each day feels like a small victory in a much larger picture of happiness. As for me, I can't help but sometimes reflect on how my life has turned out. I'll admit I look at Sarah and feel a sense of envy, but not in a way that resents her good fortune. I think more than anything, I wish for the same sense of peace and happiness that she's found. When I think about everything that happened between us, about my marriage and what led to my decision to divorce, I feel a strange mix of relief and gratitude. Despite the pain and the struggles, there's a certain freedom in knowing I made the right decision for myself. I often find myself thinking that maybe, just maybe, I was the one who was really holding on for too long. For so many years, I kept thinking that things would improve, that if I just tried harder, everything would work itself out. I think I convinced myself that I was the one who needed to keep pushing forward, that somehow I was the one who had to make it all work. But looking back now, it's clear to me that I had been enduring far too much for far too long. I had been the one making all the sacrifices, swallowing my own discomfort, trying to make things better when there was no real reason to believe they would be. It's easy to tell myself that I had to be the one to hold things together because it felt like it was my responsibility. But in reality, I was just wearing myself thin, and that, I think, is what made it so hard for me to walk away in the first place. It wasn't that I hadn't tried fixing things. I did. For years, I tried. I tried to communicate, to make compromises, to do whatever I thought was needed to make the relationship work. But over time, I realized that no matter how hard I tried, nothing really changed. And so eventually, I had to come to terms with the fact that staying in that situation wasn't doing anyone any good, least of all me. When I finally made the decision to divorce, it felt like the weight of the world had been lifted from my shoulders. I could breathe again. It wasn't easy, of course, but I knew it was the right choice. I had spent so many years trying to hold everything together, trying to be the one who made it work, that when I finally did let go, it was like stepping into a whole new world. I'm not saying the decision was without its difficulties. It wasn't easy at all. But I came to understand that the longer I stayed in that unhappy situation, the more I was stifling my own happiness, my own growth.
The thing is, I was exhausted from carrying the weight of a relationship that wasn't giving me anything in return. And once I let go, I was finally able to focus on myself for a change. I had been so caught up in trying to make it work for someone else that I had neglected my own needs and desires. Once I realized that, it felt like I had opened a door to a whole new chapter of my life. A chapter where I could finally be myself. Now that some time has passed, I find myself appreciating the little things more. I've learned to find joy in the simple moments, like the satisfaction of keeping my home in order, the joy of being able to focus on my work without distractions, and the quiet comfort of knowing I don't have to live with constant tension anymore. I've also learned to surround myself with people who uplift me, people who genuinely care about my well-being. I didn't always have that before, but now it's one of the most important things in my life. I realize now that being surrounded by positivity is essential for my happiness, and it's something I truly value. As for Patrick, I have no ill will towards him, and I do hope that he finds the happiness he's looking for. It's strange, isn't it? After everything that happened between us, after all the hurt and the struggles, I still wish him well. It's a bittersweet feeling, really. I don't want to sound naive or overly sentimental, but there's a part of me that hopes he's found peace too. I know that I had my own role in how things turned out, but I also know that we both had to make our own choices. And sometimes those choices lead us to different paths. I don't think it's so much about forgiveness as it is about understanding that life moves on, and we all need to move with it. If Patrick has found someone who makes him happy, then I'm glad for him. After everything, I can't help but wish him the best. I've learned that harboring anger and resentment only holds me back. It's easy to look back and think about all the things I would have done differently, but in the end, I realize that what's most important is what's happening now. I've moved on, and I hope he has too. Life has a way of pushing us forward whether we're ready for it or not, and I've learned to accept that, to embrace the future and whatever it holds. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.